Charlie Winston is based on Noah and Logan's real-life father, who spent the last 15 years of his life homeless, struggled with alcoholism, and died in jail in January of 2006.
We wanted to just tell our dad's story. He wasn't somebody that anybody was going to make a movie about, that anybody was going to write about.
The most important thing to me was trying to do justice to this man who these two young fellows obviously cared a great deal about, who spent their lives really trying to help him out and never ever really gave up on him. This isn't home for me.
You know, really fortunate, and it's really just a reflection of who Ed is as a person. If he didn't believe in us, then the movie never would have been made.
Well, there was something to believe in, and I'm really proud of the movie. You guys did a great job.
As far as the forgiveness is, I just think that it becomes so painful not to forgive that hopefully you just, I mean, a lot of people don't. I know we just got to a point where we were like, I'm tired of getting angry at my dad. I'm tired of, getting sad. I'm just going to forgive him and not blame myself and have compassion.
Come on, guys.
Thank you. First, we'd just like to thank Bob and everybody for putting this together and for being here tonight. We're having a great time, wonderful food, good people. We'd like to thank our mom. She's right down there. We love you. Mwah. For coming. And we'd like to first forgive ourselves for not writing a speech. So I'd like to do that. And we'd like all of you to forgive yourselves for something stupid you've probably done today, I'm sure, some of you. We'd like to forgive the guy that cut us off in the parking lot, took our spot. We're not quite over it yet. Hopefully by the end of this, we'll deal with it. But, yeah. So where do we start? I don't know.
Well, yeah, we were really honored when Bob called us and told us that they were considering us for this award. We don't necessarily consider ourselves champions of forgiveness. I think forgiveness came to us just from really self-interested kind of motivations.
Yeah, we were being very selfish. So
our dad had been homeless for the last 15 years of his life, and he ended up passing away in jail. And we had a tremendous amount of pain and frustration and guilt. And
that we carried, throughout. And certainly as a kid, you don't, at least we didn't have the tools to, certainly understand the disease for what it is. And like Bro said, you have lots of pain, frustration, and you carry that, and it makes you extremely heavy, right? And it certainly makes life a lot more, I think, a lot more painful, a lot more difficult than it needs to be. So we just, towards the end of our father's life, we really became, we said, okay, we can live in this world of pain here and frustration and like you're constantly stuck in commute traffic, honking your horn, or you can sort of be over here and floating above it all. And
I wasn't really stuck in commute traffic or floating above it all, but that was his sort of...
Yeah, that was just came to me right here. When you don't write a speech, you just sort of need to wing these things. So trying to give you something all to relate to. But
so we just kind of came to the realization that it was going to be a lot easier on ourselves to forgive our father. And we had written a screenplay about our life together with him. And when he passed away, we went and visited him in the morgue and just made a vow to him that we were going to tell his story. And
we held his hand and we told him that we were sorry and that that we loved him and that we didn't, there was no hard feelings from us. And after we've heard some of the speakers up here say that once they found that forgiveness is as though just things just opened up and the possibilities became endless. And once we did that, things just started coming our way. It was as though we had incredibly bad luck before that moment, and then after that, it was just things started. Well, I don't want to say everything's all nice and smooth right now, because there certainly are the storms that will come at you,
But it certainly made our lives easier.
yeah. Thanks, he saved me, Dad. I'm all, say something really good. Okay, no, you don't have it. All right. That's good. See, when you share a brain, you can completely shut off, and
Then
hopefully
the other guy picks you up.
that's when you get in real trouble, though, when both brains lock down. It's just, they're like, God, neither guy has anything to say. No, which rarely happens, but it does. And
So we ended up making a movie called Touching Home, and we got Ed Harris to play the role of our father, and in many sort of crazy and kind of miraculous ways. And then we wrote a book about that experience, which doesn't have a very forgiving title, but it's called Either You're In or You're in the Way. But there's a lot of forgiveness in it.
But that's really tongue-in-cheek. I mean, that's kind of,
We never said that to anybody.
yeah, you're in the way. No, we forgive you, but move. No.
But as we're not, authorities on the subject of forgiveness, we'll just kind of close with, I'm deciding that we're going to close.
Yeah.
Is that right?
I mean, eventually we should. Yeah, it's probably good. It's getting late now. No,
By just saying that it's, forget about going to heaven, forget about... No, I'm saying that's a very strong
some
possibility.
people are like, God, yeah. No,
But
no, really, no.
I'm
we
just
don't-
saying, I don't know for sure.
Yeah, but no.
But and then there's karma too, which is we all want good karma. But let's just pretend there was no heaven.
there was no karma.
there wa-
It was
and-
just you, right?
and everybody else in this room and everybody else in the world. For us, this is just our opinion.
And it's probably pretty easy to be selfish. No, none of you, right? Of course.
But for us, forgiveness, from a strictly selfish perspective, is just an easier way to live. And
So maybe you can, and certainly we all have our little tricks and tools that help us do certainly nice things. And maybe the next time you're upset or angry with someone, just go, I'm going to be selfish. I'm going to allow myself to be selfish, and I'm going to forgive them. And you'll probably feel a lot better. So there you have it, the key to life. Yeah, no, you can walk across that pond out there, I promise you. No, right away. No.
so we just want to say thank you all, and thank you to the Worldwide Forgiveness Alliance for honoring us. And whenever you're struggling with a way to make your life easier, just think about forgiveness, and it'll definitely ease things a little bit.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.